So this is session 5 of the miracles of Jesus. And today we're looking at another miracle that was a miracle over the forces of nature. Early in his ministry, it seems Jesus, with his mother Mary, and some of his disciples were invited to a wedding. Now at the entrance of the venue there would have been jars filled with water, and they were there to fulfill the requirements of the law for ritual washing. The miracle takes place towards the end of the wedding feast, and so the jars have served their purpose, they would be empty. But also seems that the wine that the bridegroom had provided had run out. Now it looks a bit like Mary might have been either related or a good friend of the family, because she was in on the fact that the wine had run out. And this would have been a terrible sort of disgrace to the family that they'd not provided fully for the guests. So Mary came to Jesus and told him the problem. This was right at the beginning of Jesus' ministry, and so it wasn't really time for public demonstrations of who he was. There was more teaching that was to be needed first. But Mary knew that he was a special gift from God, and so she said to the servants, "Look, just do whatever he tells you." And so Jesus said to them, "Well, go and fill those water jars with water. Then take some of it to the steward to taste." And when the steward tasted it, he was amazed at the quality of wine. And he went to the bridegroom, who had no idea where this wine had come from, and asked him why he kept the best till last. Because usually most people leave the cheap stuff till last when everyone's too drunk to know the difference. This was a miracle over the forces of nature. But it's also a story that has great meaning, and that's why John puts it very early in his talking about Jesus' ministry. Right through the Bible, the kingdom of God is referred to in terms of a wedding feast, and Jesus is the bridegroom, and he's come for his bride, the church. Now in this picture, it's a wedding, and here the true bridegroom, Jesus, is invited to this feast, but he transforms it. The water jars represented the Jewish law about ritual washing that was essential, but they were empty. Not only that, what the bridegroom had provided was gone. And this is where the true bridegroom steps in, and he provided a new wine. Not only wine of a far superior quality, but in an amount, we think it's between 120 and 180 gallons, far more than any wedding feast would need. Jesus came into this world, and he turned the outward observance of the Jewish religion system into the inward presence of God. The water for washing into wine to drink. Jesus' disciples were some of the few who were in on what happened at the feast. And it says that they put their trust in him. This was the beginning of their journey of learning who Jesus really was. Looking at the miracles hopefully shows us who Jesus was, and hopefully can be the beginning of our journey of learning that and changing our outward observance of religion into the inward presence of Jesus. If we're already on that journey, then hopefully looking at these miracles will strengthen our trust in him and our desire to grow closer to him.